It's the Luke and Pete Show. Pete Donaldson with you, joined by Mr. Lukey Moore. I do not mind admitting that I am rather gassy at this moment in time. So look out for that for the rest of the half an hour we've got with each other,
I was
with
looking
one
forward
another.
to a catch up with you. I haven't seen you for ages, and then you
I
start
know.
with that.
I know. I've recently gotten into a heady brew of Mānuka honey and apple cider vinegar. I keep a bottle by the door, but it's a door I do frequent quite a lot, so I am just glugging back
Swigging.
huge globs of huge mouthfuls of Mānuka honey and apple cider vinegar. I bought it in a chemist.
What's the reason for this sudden change in lifestyle?
I like the taste of it. People say it's good for you. I've yet
You're on
to...
on the Mānuka honey. You're back on the old fashion TV money, are you?
What's that? Mānuka honey? What do you mean? The fashion TV?
Mānuka honey is well expensive.
Is it really? Right. Well, when it's mixed with apple cider vinegar, maybe they don't have to use quite such nice stuff.
Oh, so it's one product.
It is one product together, yes. Mānuka honey and that mixed together, and it makes a lovely... I'm thinking about having some more now. I can't stop glugging it. I can't stop glugging apple cider vinegar. I'm going to have...
What are the purported health benefits?
I don't know. Either way, there's going to be some kind of intervention made by one of my family members because this is untenable.
Apparently, it's got probiotic and blood sugar balancing properties and soothing antibacterial benefits.
Yeah, that feels... Whenever they start with like antibacterial benefits and gut health, all I can hear is a duck doing a big quack quack, doing it just... it just sounds a little bit too good to be true. It just sounds a little bit like it's not been studied properly. It just sounds a little bit tie-dye for my liking. I hate to say it.
It is a bit. I'm on the Heights at the moment. I've started the Heights.
The Hawthorne Heights, the emo band, the supplements, right? What's that?
The supplement, yeah.
Right. What's that? I mean,
Yeah.
your hair's looking fantastic. Your moustache is looking full.
I need a haircut.
It's so
That's nothing to do with the Heights.
It's
I realised the day before I moved house, for those of you who don't know, I was absent off some shows and we pre-recorded some stuff because I was moving house.
Right.
And I realised the day before I was moving house that I booked a haircut on the day I was moving house.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I can't do that.
Well, you could have had a conversation, and I know exactly how that conversation would have went, or would have gone.
What do you mean? Like, oh, sorry, can we stay in this flat because I need to get my haircut?
Forever until I get my haircut.
Yeah. So I basically cancelled it.
Right.
And I haven't rebooked, so that's why the hair's looking particularly bouffon.
Why can't you
But
just
it's
keep
nothing
on
to do with the
going
Heights. But the Heights are
until
about
Portsmouth
5
win
days into
5
the
in a row?
Heights.
Come on, do it.
Yeah, I know. I bet I'll do that to Pompey in 5 in a row. Fucking hell. I'll be like one of those hermits. But the Heights, I'm about 5 days into the Heights, and I feel like it might be psychosomatic, but I am feeling the benefit of it.
Right. What
Less
is in the
achy,
Heights?
more
Right.
rested.
Okay.
The Heights is just loads of different vitamins and minerals and supplemental kind of, I guess, like, I don't know, shit
Odds
you
and
need,
sods.
I suppose.
Odds and, is
Yeah,
there
odds
any,
and sods, yeah.
is there
Bit
any
of sawdust
mushrooms?
in there to bump
Mushrooms,
up a bit.
mushroom was quite in vogue for a little while, wasn't it? The
Lion's mane.
Lion's mane, that's the one, isn't it?
what it was, wasn't
Arugula.
it? Yeah.
I'm trying to get on top of my asthma and failing, but I've given up on modern medicine because my asthma's bad and I can't breathe. So I've started just taking antihistamine, see if that fixes things. And I
Is it
am
working?
certainly making me sleepier. It's not making me not giving me any pep in my step.
You
but,
still need to breathe in your sleep, mate.
I still need to breathe in my sleep, and also I've stopped drinking them. I've not had a Monster in 2 weeks now, I think.
Oh,
and,
how's that going?
I'm feeling the health benefits, Luke. I'm feeling more
How do
alert.
you feel? What's the difference?
I'm just drinking black coffee now, which why are there no calories in black coffee? Do you just shit them out? Is that why? Why is there no energy in
the chemical makeup of it?
Yeah, very strange.
Well, it's liquid. I mean, it's obviously going to be. It's basically water, isn't it, with some grains in it. It's not.
Yeah, but you
it's
said
not
that about
much
beer, couldn't
calorie.
you? And look how many
When
calories are in that.
No, but that's a fermentation process and sugar and stuff, isn't it?
I'm gonna keep telling people. Yeah, it's the sugar, definitely. I did that. I'm gonna tell people that my Viziant is isotonic, and it's
do it.
It's very low calories as well.
Yeah, do that. To make a load of claims about my Viziant, just to shift as many units as possible.
Yeah,
and then we'll deal with the fallout later.
I'm gonna be like that man in Django Unchained, just moving town to town, just sort of some sort
You
of
could do that
frontier
back in the day,
quackery.
couldn't you?
You just well, I mean, people do it nowadays with like drop shipping and stuff, don't they? And not all that. They still do the same thing, don't they? The sort of stuff you'd see.
Different parts of the internet.
Well, they just sell stuff in Infowars. All of like the big cans of food and tablets and stuff like that are supposed to make you feel basically the stuff that you just bought, and the stuff that I'm drinking, and then if it works or it doesn't work, who knows? And then they just move on to another product that they've found, some more dust.
No, but what I mean is,
from China.
I like the idea of you getting involved in some kind of bar room brawl in Leon Sea, then coming back from that and next morning doing a kind of like a No Country for Old Men, where you say to your missus, look, we've got to go.
We got to go. I am persona non grata in SS9.
Yeah, you're going to your mother's. I'll be in touch. Stay close to the landline. You just stick a bag on your back, and off you go to, I don't know, Hornchurch or whatever.
I'm off to Basildon.
And then,
I'm off to I'm trying to think of a small. I'm off to Shoebury Ness.
Yeah, that's the end of the line, isn't it?
That's the end of the line. That's
where you get in trouble there. There's nowhere to go.
I'd have to join the armory, the naval armory down there. I'd have to go off to sea.
You can, I mean, that's what used to happen as well, isn't it? I remember listening to a what was it? Might have been Brian Blessed's "Who Do You Think You Are?" I think I watched it actually, and it was about how his family are all from Portsmouth, which obviously piqued my interest. And apparently back in the day, Portsmouth was basically the London of the UK, because so much was around shipping and the Navy and stuff like that, and people used to flock there, and particularly if they wanted to get out of trouble wherever they were, jump on a ship, see you later. And some people were press ganged into the Navy, weren't they?
But when was that? That was in the wars, wasn't it? That was when it was conscription.
No, way before that. People were
I'm trying to
fed booze.
And you'd wake up, you'd have a bit of rum in a bar, get knocked on the head, and you wake up on a boat. I mean, it doesn't force you to do anything, does it? I'm not doing anything. I'm just going.
I love the idea of waking up and going, I'm going to make this really fucking hard for them. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be so recalcitrant here. Yeah, they're going to wish they never bothered with me.
You don't know how stinky I could be. I could be real 50 stinky.
Lashes, wouldn't you?
I get 50 lashes. Yeah, but that would release more of the stink. Don't try and break my blood stinks. Don't try and get any out of my back, because it'll stink off his place. I'm like a skunk,
stinking monster.
especially when cornered.
Do you know that like the more severe punishment was, so say you got 50 lashes, that'd be on your back, right?
Keel hold.
I think that was, you're going way back there. I think that was death, basically, wasn't it? That's death.
Well, when they fling you over they sort of tie you to the boat
under the boat
and then rotate you. Yeah.
But if sometimes they would administer the lashes, and they would say 50 lashes. Right, he gets 50 lashes, and if it was really bad, they'd say give him 50 lashes as a boy, and that means you got it on your bum.
Nice.
And
okay. Would that not be? I guess would that not be easier on your bum because you've got more? Don't they say with suicide bombers the bums are always intact? That's what I read.
What do you mean?
I read when suicide bombers blow themselves up, invariably the fleshy, more absorbent, shockwave-wise, part of your body is your bum. So your bum is always, if you're a suicide bomber, your bum remains,
I don't know how you could have read that. Who is reporting
I can't remember. I'm fairly certain.
Oh, by the way,
that.
Terribly sorry to say that your son's been radicalised.
Yeah.
Turns out he was behind the suicide bombing. Would you like to identify him? Here's his arse. It's not happening. It's not happening. There's no way. No one's reported that ever. That's not been reported.
Yeah. He wouldn't have liked this, would he? He wouldn't like this. Religious fundamentalist. Wouldn't like that. Getting his body spanked, would he? Oh, I'm kissing his bum. Yes, that's how we're starting this show. Me.
It's just a bum on the table.
A non-consensual bum kissing on a suicide bomber. That's how we're starting the show. Stick that in the clip.
Bruno. It is niche even for us, isn't it? Is it attracting new listeners? Do we want it? No, we don't. We don't want any new ones.
We don't want any
the ones we like are fine. We can barely handle them.
Fine.
It's like, do you want? Like, you've got 8 cats. Do you want 2 more cats? No. The place is a madhouse.
No, it's not like they'll look after themselves.
Speaking of that, obviously we moved house. The boys have had to get used to a new environment, and there's a cat next door.
Oh wow! Are they sort of popping over with some flowers and a little gift basket or a cup of sugar or something?
What's what's annoying me is the cat next door keeps coming into our house, and our cats aren't stopping it.
Because they don't think it's their
watching
house right now, I guess.
Maybe
not
that has something to
familiar.
do with it, but they're just sitting there watching it.
Oh, well, it's not my house, mate. You look after your
Well,
own
they act like
border.
it's their house.
Oh, fantastic.
It's wild.
Right.
You'd think there'd be a big old fight.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be a big sort of turf war, like, I don't know, West Side Story or something, but no, it's absolutely fine.
So
Well,
I'm going
that's
to have
good
to have a
news.
turf war with my neighbours instead.
What, have you met any of your neighbours then?
Yeah.
So you're in your house and stuff. You
All
popped around
very,
and
all
said,
very pleasant.
yeah. Did any of them turn up like mine did with a can of beer for me? No. Okay.
Someone baked cookies for us, which is very nice of them.
That's very nice. And
But it's the kind of
very,
neighbourhood,
may
mate,
I say,
where-
middle class.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the kind of neighbourhood where they're bringing cookies round, but they're going, right, let's just check out what these lot are like.
Yeah.
Because they better be a
Yeah.
nice family or they're not going to fit
Yeah.
in.
But what
And
if
so
they're
I've
weed
had to send
cookies?
the missus out there.
What if they're absolute bifter monsters and they put a little something in them and you're out of your bloody tree?
That
When you've got
explains why I
that-
haven't unpacked.
When you've got that... And I keep
I'm all
seeing
over the
cats.
place.
I keep seeing
Yeah,
new
that's why-
cats
that's why-
arrive. There's nobody there.
Yeah, that's
You're,
why
you're still in the old house.
I'm outside. I'm in the back garden doing kung fu. Shadow kung fu. But,
How's it going then?
No, it's
So
good
what
so far.
things need to be fixed that Daddy Donaldson needs to get involved with?
Is that you or your dad?
Stewie can
Daddy
barely
Donaldson
walk
you or
these
your
days.
dad?
I'm Daddy Donaldson. When we were on holiday, this woman around the pool, she's a bit much, if I'm honest. I couldn't get with her.
In what way?
Very vocal at like 10 in the morning. He sort of sat there and she's walking around going, "Hello, Mr. Daddy." She kept calling me Mr. Daddy. Hello, Mr. Daddy.
Where's she from?
I presume Greece, but she had a very deep voice. And
I'm not
she
sure
would
if you can do the voice.
But she looked like Steve Van Zandt. Is it Steve Van Zandt? Yeah, he looked like the
brilliant.
aformentioned
Little
Steve.
Stephen,
Actually,
yeah. Okay, I'm really building the
in a
picture now. So
baseball
Greek
cap and
female
sunglasses.
Stephen
She
Van Zandt.
sounded like him.
How old?
And had the sort of like meh kind of mouth. And she went, "Meh, hello, Mr. Daddy." And she would just be and people would be trying to like get like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. glasses of wine round the pool, and
Where were you?
Greece, and she
All
would,
inclusive.
yeah, and she
I need the
and-
detail. People
Sorry.
listening is going to be annoyed that I keep interrupting you, but
All
I need the
inclusive.
detail to know what you're talking about.
all
you don't even
inclusive
tell me you're
resort,
on holiday. So,
resort
right, come on.
inclusive, somewhere in Greece. Somewhere in Greece. It's mainland. I don't know where. It's all
Location
much
unknown.
around there. Location unknown. I've gone off grid. And she's going around and people are just trying to get, can I get a couple of beers or a couple of wines or something? She's going, 2 wines! He's shouting it. So everybody can hear it. Everyone's like,
You say
me
people,
and Sarah,
you mean you.
me and Sarah look at each other going, oh, but where were we? I can't remember. I'm tired.
So,
Yeah, histamines kicked in.
they were so you said when you were on holiday, you first of all started asking about my neighbours
Yes.
and what they were like and how I've settled in.
Yeah.
And I started to answer that, and then you asked me loads of questions about hash cookies, and then
Yeah.
you started talking about your holiday, and that's where we are now.
That is. I mean, to be fair, that is. If we had a running order for the show, that's probably how it would go. One would suggest.
I didn't even know you'd been on holiday.
Right. Okay. I definitely know you'd moved house. That's right. I was offering my kind services as a DIY.
Yes, so
dom.
Daddy Donaldson. Yeah, I didn't know that was
Donaldson.
you or Stewie, but that's
Yeah.
you, is it?
Okay. No, it's me. It's me.
Okay, fine. So, and also, whenever I say Stewie now, I think of the character Stewie in Succession,
Family Guy.
which
Oh,
your dad
right.
is nothing like.
No.
Look, there are a few snags that could benefit with some professional intervention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you are the one to intervene in those, but I would like a bit of skirting board fixed. I would like some double glazing put in a couple of rooms.
That
I would
might
like
be a
the
bit too
water,
high.
the water pressure improved,
Right. Okay.
and I'd
yeah.
like some light fittings hung, please.
I can do that bit. I can do the light fittings, the water pressure. Can you just put a brick in your tank or something? Make the water
That's not
heavier.
winning you the business.
Make
That's
the
not
water
winning you the
heavier
business.
somehow.
Haven't even got a tank.
Pump it up. What? So hang
Apparently,
on.
you can buy a boost for your water pressure.
A boost for your water pressure that sucks the water out of the pipes and fires them into your face. What? So what? So where does the water? I presume the water pressure manifests itself in a dribbly shower.
Well, because it's a 3-story house, so
Right. Okay.
and our bathroom's on the top floor, and
Right.
so the water is. But the thing is, I don't really know yet. I haven't really worked it out. because I don't know whether it's just that our last place, the water pressure was outstanding, which it was, and whether I'm overreacting is a little transition period. I mean, I can have a shower fine, and I'm certainly not going to pay like, if someone comes and says, yeah, I'll do that for you, mate, but it's going to cost you £1,000, I probably won't do it.
That feels like even more than £1,000.
I haven't got any money now because I moved house, but there's a couple of snags, like I say. I mean, the thing is, the one thing that probably does need to be done is that the main bedroom and the living room do not have double glazing.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Which is an oversight on my part. When I came to look at the house the second time, I forgot to check that. And I think when you're paying the thick end of what I paid for this, I think
you just assume, don't you? In 2026, you just assume everything's double glazed.
But it's an old house. It's an 1890 house. So
right, okay, yeah.
But other than that, very happy. I'm in the office, up right at the top of the house. Nice view.
How's the lintels?
The Crystal Palace mast from here.
How's the lintels?
Lintels are fine. Well, everything's kind of askew because
it's an old house.
Because it's so old. But other than that, I mean, we can talk about that now if you want. I had a big sticking point around the house move because some people buying my house were kicking off about lintels and it was driving me to distraction. But now the transaction's taken place and it's all legally binding. You say what you want now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the lintels were fucked. He used to he used to have a dartboard in the lintel, and he would shout 180 when he threw a dart at the lintel.
Yeah,
that was his favourite thing to do.
I used to say to everyone, come round to mine for a summer party. We're going to play Jenga with the lintels.
Yeah,
just knock them out.
We're gonna hit them like pinatas, but with lump.
Do you think people listening know what a lintel is?
It's a bit on you, bit underneath and above your window, I suppose, isn't it? Keeps everything in check. Keeps the bricks from falling down. Yeah, because they'll do that. The bricks will fall down.
I actually went past the old flat the other day and it was all still standing.
So absolutely fine.
But other than that, I'm very happy to be here. The boys adjusted well. We just had some wardrobes delivered. I had a bit of a funny one because they were supposed to be delivered between 7 a.m. and midday today.
Right.
And the guys finally rocked up at like 12:15.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, there is a grace period here.
Yeah.
But I paid 60 quid for delivery.
Right.
And I stayed in.
Yeah.
And you've not done what you said you're going to do.
Yeah. That is a direct refund. That's a 60 quid refund, surely.
Well, so I asked for that and I just got an instant chat message back from the operator saying that won't be possible, sorry. And it just said, Akash, or whatever his name was, has ended the chat. Right. Do you want to get back on with Akash then?
It's all AI now. You don't speak to managers. I don't really know how to. You used to be able to only get good tech support or product support when you used to subtweet people on Twitter. That was the only way you could get reasonable service. But I don't know how to do it now. Do you know what's quite funny? You know who's a fan? So you know Michael Cox of zonal marking fame? Yes. So for those listeners who don't know who Michael Cox is, he is a football writer and he specialises in tactics, very successful, got a couple of best-selling books, and he is a friend of mine and he's very good and a nice fella. He is obsessed with famous people complaining to companies publicly on Twitter using their Twitter clout to get an answer. Right, yeah. And he always Twitter searches it and sends me screenshots of people who've done it. Yeah. And I replied something probably something witty and acerbic, knowing me, to him on WhatsApp saying, this is getting a bit of an obsession now, you want to calm down. And he tried to do it to me. Right, okay. Because you were complaining. And the only thing he could find was me complimenting the company Sennheiser for their excellent customer service. And, you're not getting a free fucking remote speaker, sunshine. Complimenting British Airways for upgrading my cabin. That's all you could find. Oh, come on. That's a lovely one. But you've already had the... Isn't that great? Because that goes directly against what you think of me. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you've already enjoyed the sweet treat. You're not getting on the... you're not getting taken off the... you're already on the list, aren't you? So that's pretty good, I suppose. Yeah. I've not used my clout, is what I'm saying. I've not used my perceived clout to complain. Yeah, that's true. And I think that goes directly against what you think of me, Peter. Right. No, yeah, but you're more of a direct can I have kind of emailer, I would say, than you reckon? Yeah, I think you sort of email people, sort of go, can I have one of them for a bit? Can I borrow this?
Can I have a bit of skirting board?
Can I get that? Can I borrow a lintel remover from Machine Mart, please?
Also, what do you think of this then? Right. So, and this is going to belie my working class credentials, but it's not my decision. I mean, I've obviously moved into this house a couple of weeks ago. It's not. None of this is my choice.
Yeah.
We've inherited a house where the ground floor is wooden floors and shutters rather than curtains.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm not really into it.
What do you mean? What, in the front room you've got...
I think I'm a carpet and curtains guy.
Right, so you've got wooden floors and... Yeah, but like, do you cast not pay everywhere?
It doesn't feel very cosy, mate.
Doesn't feel very cosy. Just get yourself a big L-shaped sofa. Or one of those big sofas that look like a big gorilla you get off AliExpress. You cuddle into one of them.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that.
Can I interest you in a fuck-off TV and a soundbar? From the good people at Sennheiser.
I've got too many TVs.
Right,
I've got one in the kitchen, one in the living room, one up here in the office.
Yeah.
And here's a little hack for you.
Donald Trump constantly watching Fox News.
People will like this. This is actually a really good hack, right? So our internet is provided by Sky.
Yes.
Okay. Perfectly reasonable service.
Yeah.
Too expensive, but they do a broadly okay job. I'm sure there's better options out there. I won't. I'll say it on here instead. But I've been a customer of theirs for like 20 years and I can't be asked to change. It's the age-old story. So I get the TV through them and I get the broadband through them. And I think at one point in the past it used to be better value, but it certainly fucking isn't now. Right. Anyway, I called them up and said, look, I've moved from a flat to a house. I need to get good internet because of work. Can you sort me out? I want some broadband boosters, right? And then when the lady came to install the TV, she was like, oh yeah, you'll definitely need boosters because the house is bigger. So I've got one in the van. You can have it, right?
All right.
I was like, all right, thanks. And she said, but you'll probably need two, but I've only got one in the van. So call them up and ask for one, right? And so I called them up and I said, can I have a broadband booster box, please? And they said, yeah, that'll be 50 quid. I was like, well, I'm not paying 50 quid for it. You know what I mean? I'm already paying you like the thick end of £200 a month, right? I want to actually use the stuff I've paid for, and you also guarantee a certain amount of connection in the house, right? Anywhere in the house. They all do that now, don't they? They all guarantee that certain.
Do they?
Speeds
Right? Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. I mean, that's a big boss. What if you had a particularly? What if you lived in the in the BT tower? It was very tall.
It's a good question.
It's a good
Have
question.
they considered that? Anyway, so I'm not paying that.
I've got a broadband booster right here, mate. Ooh.
Just looks like a plug extension.
I mean, to be fair, there's only one half of it. I don't know whether the other half's gone.
Oh, good. Yeah, basically, that's what Sky guy was saying. But here's the hack for you, right? What you want to do is you want to check out the Sky Q mini boxes. If you've been a Sky TV customer for as long as I have, they'll give you mini boxes, right, around your house.
Oh,
and
so
the
if
mini
you ask
boxes
to
all
get,
talk
if you
to each other, and they also work as broadband boosters.
Right,
they're Wi-Fi boosters as well.
Right,
so you get one of them for
mini
free.
Box upstairs.
Exactly. So I put one of those in the kitchen, for free, and I thought, well, I might as well just hook a TV in there up to it because I'm using it anyway, and I've got a TV up in the loft, so I just fucking connected it.
And then they'll work for the next 6 months that Sky exists, I imagine. Because
what's happening?
I don't know. I just can imagine. I can't see it lasting for much longer. It just can't.
Sky?
Sky, it's crazy.
What would you mean?
Who's watching it? Who's watching it?
They've got a lot of customers, Peter.
I know they've got a lot of customers.
They've got 10 million customers.
I don't know. I just think that I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know what's
they also,
on there.
by the way, do you know what the thing that really pisses me off, right? Is we pay 130 quid a month for TV, right?
Yeah.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
And you just get served advert after advert after advert. And I think to myself, we do a lot of content and we give an ad-free model for like £5 a month, $5 a month. Yeah. I'm not saying they're comparable products, but like we don't actually take the piss out of people. Like you're bombarded with adverts with Sky these days.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, as I was saying to my mate, Sky Gigafast Plus is here, and that's good news for us here at the Football Ramble. Because when we're not watching football, talking about football or arguing about football, some of us are partial to a bit of online gaming.
Oh, what, have we got an advert at the moment?
Speeds up to 5 gigabytes per second, meaning we can experience next level gaming. What I like about adverts
great company.
That's a really good, just excellent company, and I do think that there's lots to watch on Sky. Actually, ignore what I said before, and actually there is. No, that's an old advert. They're not sponsored us for a little while, but
possibly to do with the content.
possibly to do with listening to it.
No, they ain't listening.
The suicide bomb stuff probably put a lot of them off.
Yeah,
to be
have
honest.
you done some research into that? I'm surprised Bruno hasn't put that in the running order yet.
What I like about when broadband companies do, basically they've got three ways of advertising stuff to families. It's control of the broadband system, so like turn it off when kids are going to bed and so they can't use their iPads anymore. Number two is social media and chatting and stuff and organising your life. And then the third is always video games, streaming video games, watching movies and playing video games. And the way that they always advertise video games on, broad media, it's always the same thing. Someone's always about to get to the end of level 6 and they're about to get to level 7. Now, I can't remember the last time a video game had any levels in it.
No.
Not since the 80s. Those video games regularly had levels in it.
Or something.
I know. I'm going to get the final boss. I'm going to get the final boss.
There was a really interesting... I tried to mention this to you before and I tried to dig it out, but I couldn't find it. But there's a really interesting thing someone wrote about the attitude of Generation X and Millennial, which we are, and Generation Gen Z.
Right,
and
okay, yeah.
Comparing to video games and the type of video games that are made for kids now.
Okay,
and
right, yeah.
When we were kids, we were very much used to the idea you had 3 lives and that was it, and you had to go start again at the beginning. And now there's no such thing really as death in games, is there?
Are you about to say woke nonsense? Are you about to say
I'm not. I'm just saying this guy, whoever it was, I can't remember the actual central point of it, but he was arguing that this is like informing their attitude towards life, basically. I can't remember how you're saying it. Because when you played Mario Brothers, you used to be able to get 1-ups, right? So you used to get more lives. But once you got once those lives were expired, that was it.
I guess it was all built around, styled towards the arcade side of things. Because obviously arcade machines, you try to keep people playing as long as possible, putting as many coins in and stuff. So maybe if there was no such thing as an arcade, I guess you probably wouldn't have that style of game. And also,
true.
And also kind of. Nowadays, I guess it must be quite an annoying thing if you're a developer. You nowadays you get 2 games out, like 2 AAA games out in your career in 10 years, a decade of your time.
Maybe
bare
not
maximum.
You're working on GTA.
Exactly, bare maximum. You're getting 2 games out. You're working on 2 video games. That's 5 years of your life each, right? You put that out, and if the game's too hard, people don't get to see anything you've done. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's mad. I think I can't remember who said it, but like it's weird that like some it must be the only sort of art form that hides, loads of its content, behind a difficulty level that most people will never see.
Yeah. So maybe if you've been working on a specific part of the end of like Elden Ring, what percentage of people are going to see that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very few, I imagine, unless they're watching it on Twitch or something. They never get to experience the balancing and leveling that you've kind of created these characters from. I think, I made once there was a Deus Ex mod video game from the 90s, Deus Ex, 3D, kind of sci-fi kind of thing, cyberpunk kind of game. And I made somebody was making like a mod, like a modification of a game where you basically add new levels in and new worlds and new stuff. And some mods have become very successful, and some mods have kind of found their way into become standalone games, and some DLCs and sort of modified games have just remained that little mods that you stick in, and you get a bit more game time when the developers haven't created that game time for you from punters doing it. And I was one of a team of punters making a Deus Ex mod. Shattered Oasis, I think it was called. I think that's what I think it was a Deus Ex mod. Anyway, and I made a bridge. Now, I made that bridge, sent it away to someone, and presumably somewhere on an old server somewhere there's a Deus Ex mod with my bridge in it that players can walk over. A little low polygonal bridge. Say again.
Are people still using it to this day?
I very much doubt it. I've not really dug it out, but there's a little bridge that I made in that little world on a server, unused, forgotten, and that upsets me. That took me ages.
It's quite poignant in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, to make that. It's
the point you're making here is quite poignant. It's like that Nintendo meme, that Nintendo quit screen message.
Yeah.
When you're about to turn the Nintendo off, anything not saved will be lost.
Yeah. Tears in the wind. Tears in the rain.
Tears in the wind. That's not a saying.
Tears in the wind. That will also remove tears from your face. It will all farts in the wind, tears in the rain. Burps in the Zeebrugge disaster. Why did Zeebrugge come into my mind? The ferry disaster from Zeebrugge.
I like that we're bookending the show today with kind of loss of, basically just general loss of life.
Yeah. I was thinking of a B word, but all I could think was the word Zeebrugge. Probably Zeebrugge, innit, really? No one knows wacky Europeans.
Zeebrugge just basically means the Sea of Bruges, right?
I guess so, yeah. Zeebrugge.
Because you can go up the canal all the way to Zeebrugge from Bruges. I've cycled it.
Yeah.
It's
How
not
do you get a ferry down it?
First half of the cycle is lovely. Second half is just a massive port. It's just containers everywhere.
Nice to see Portsmouth again, though, isn't it? Right, we'll be back.
But no, we're not going to go because I just really want to tell you a final bit of this.
Right.
That's the last time that an older man shook his fist at me in a comedy, angry fashion.
Really? What?
You don't see that anymore, do you?
No, you don't. What?
So I cycled with the Wi-Fi I have access to along the canals of Bruges towards Zeebrugge. On the way back,
wholesome.
It was great. And we had a couple of drinks, stopped in the medieval town of Dammer, just on the Dutch border, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Had a couple of blew the froth off a couple of flagons of the foaming, and, tended to the collective whistle, Peter, toasted our forefathers, and cycling back down towards the aforementioned Bruges to give the hire cycles back, I saw an older gentleman dressed in a very Belgian manner.
Yeah. Bit rich. Where you're looking these days.
Yeah, true.
You look like an advert for a Belgian beer.
Yeah, I do. And he was tending to his front garden. And I cycled down the cycle path in front of him. And I shouted, bonjour, like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he took that as a slight because I guess they spoke Flemish or Dutch in that part of Belgium.
Yeah.
And he turned round. I can still picture him now. Check shirt tucked into his belt, holding like a rake in one hand and shaking his fist at me with the other hand.
It's goedemiddag, you pig. You fucking pig.
Is what his expression felt like it was saying.
Well, there you go. Yeah. When was the last time you got an old man shaking their fist at you? Let us know. hello@loganpeachshow.com. Yeah. Last time you've been in Europe, also let us know. hello@loganpeachshow.com. You can get in touch on the YouTube, little doohickeys on the bottom, if you fancy it as well. We'll be reading those shortly, and we'll be back on Monday, won't we? We're back on Monday.
Back on Thursday.
Back on Thursday. We're back on Thursday, won't we? Look after yourselves. Sorry about the Zeebrugge disaster and the terrorism stuff. We'll see you soon.